Heartland Season 19 finally released its best episode to date. Not only it remembered that it is a show about horses, but also it explored some serious topics, especially when it comes to Amy's career. The good news is, this was basically the part 1 of Amy's career problems, meaning that we will watch part 2 next week, in an episode that will throw Nathan and Amy into a massive family drama. So, let's talk about it. In episode 5, Amy had to face her biggest fear, losing Spartan and her job, both at the same time. At first, everything started normal, and even dreamy really. She was nervous, of course, as she was taking care of a world champion's horse. However, clearly she did an amazing job in it, as the horse was basically flowing in the field, showing all of its charms with its newly found confidence. Even the famous Olympian was extremely proud of Amy and happy with her services. However, as I said, this was only the beginning. Soon after, poor Spartan became sick, ruining everything. And honestly, I don't know about you guys, but for the first time this season, I genuinely felt the anxiety over the plot of the show. Like last week, for instance, after that supposed plane crash, I felt basically nothing, since it was so obvious so quickly that Nathan and Caleb were safe. But when it comes to Spartan, I have real concerns. It's not a young horse anymore. And not gonna lie, I heard rumors before that this season is going to be its last one, which is absolutely scary. So when it genuinely got ill, I thought the rumors were right and watched the rest of the episode at the edge of my seat. Thankfully though, Amy was quick to realize its situation and took immediate care of it. However, when she was occupied with Spartan, the Olympian's horse also got ill. Well, can you believe the coincidence? Because I simply can't, but I'll touch more on that in a second. Naturally, Amy did her best to save the Olympian's horse as well, and she indeed saved it. That being said, the incident itself caused a lot of stir, to the point that the Olympian basically came her and claimed that Amy neglected her horse. I mean, if I didn't know Amy, I could get where she was coming from. Because everyone would have been extremely upset to see their horse getting ill, especially before such an important contest. So, I completely get her. But my God, I felt so bad for Amy you wouldn't even believe it. I mean, her face when she basically could not explain her side and realized that this incident alone could ruin her entire reputation was simply heartbreaking. And unfortunately, her predictions were right. Because in a span of 24 hours, basically her entire schedule got emptied out because no one wanted to trust in her when it comes to their horses. Of course, they were unfair. But Amy never came up with a convincing argument that will clear her name, simply because she did not have any. I mean, she was clueless about what had happened, to the point of blaming herself for the entire saga. But this changed when she walked through the events of that dark day and noticed something. That day was the day when she saw Nathan's sister at her mother's grave. The day when she accused Amy of using her mother's death to advance in her career. And the day when she, again, came to Amy and apologized for suggesting such a thing. Right before apologizing, though, she was touching the horses in a way that looks suspicious now in hindsight. Knowing her history with scams, it wouldn't surprise me the slightest that she did something to the horses to ruin Amy. And clearly, Amy also thinks the same. The thing is, though, she knows Noon would believe in her unless she comes up with a proof, or forces the sister, whose name I won't even bother to remember, to confess her crime. Because Amy has already tried to mention this to Jack, and he completely dismissed it. Then she tried to mention this to Nathan, but could not even bring herself to say the words because she knows very well that Nathan has a soft spot for his sister. Now, in the upcoming episode, Amy will make it her mission to find proof that Nathan's sister is behind all these. They will all attend Hudson Rodeo, where Amy will try to save her reputation by not only showcasing her skills, but also try to push Nathan's sister to confess. So, it will be a busy episode for Amy, as she will have to put her detective shoes on. Unfortunately, though, this reveal, while saving Amy's work, will damage her relationship with Nathan a lot. Because even though Nathan will understand Amy's anger towards his sister, he won't appreciate her way of revealing things. Because his sister will be embarrassed in front of the public, and it will be too much in the eyes of Nathan. The sad thing is, now that Nathan was finally stealing Lindy's heart, he will have to take himself back again, putting distance between him and all the other Flemings, including Lindy. Amy, on the other hand, will struggle to find a balance between her desire to save her business and her love. Interestingly enough, Lindy will be the one who will make Amy come to her senses by reminding her that Nathan wants the best for everyone and he has his own struggles. For more weekly updates, discussions, and analysis on Heartland Season 19, make sure to like and follow. Meanwhile, the video on the screen might also interest you.